So today we're in the workshop, also known as my basement, but still, it's still a workshop. So we have a Sentry safe here that's a digital one, and this safe here is not susceptible to the magnet. You can put the magnet here, anywhere you want, and the safe won't open because Sentry has fixed it. So we're going to go ahead and see if it is still susceptible to the bounce test, which means bouncing the safe around until the solenoid gets enough momentum to move back out of the way of the boltwork. So I have it on a moving blanket because I don't think the bounce backwards matters as much as the bounce forward onto a hard surface. So we're going to try that, and it looks like whoever I got the safe from might have already tried that. There's a dent up here. So we're going to try and see if the bounce test will work. It seems to work on other YouTube videos, and I want to try it myself to see if it's for real. I may have to remove the blanket from the back and get it bouncing really good, but I think it's mostly about timing it. Timing to catch that bolt bounce back, and that little solenoid bounce back. So nothing seemed to have happened here. And I'm trying to get the timing right for catching it at the same time as the impact or just after the impact. And nothing's happening, so we may have to move to putting the moving blanket out of the way, and maybe it does need the momentum of the back bouncing and the front bouncing. Oh, there it is. Okay, so the test does work. That is very interesting. So there's actually stuff inside of there. This safe was sold to me as empty. So that's going to be interesting. Well, let's take you guys with us, I guess. So I'm going to guess the safe was stolen then. I did buy it under weird circumstances. So we'll see here. Bible. I don't know what that is. Oh, a hatchet. That's very interesting. This sealed documents. Elizabeth Graham from Riverton Avenue. So we're probably going to have to phone the police and get this sorted out. But okay, so we're gonna have to make a phone call because this was sold to me as empty. So that's interesting. Okay, so yeah, there you guys have it. We're gonna investigate what's inside here as well, inside the door. But yeah, I guess we learned our lesson about buying safes on Marketplace, although there is nothing really valuable in here. It's all pretty basic stuff. I don't know if those are real pearls or not, but okay, so the bounce test does work, so that's pretty cool to discover anyways. But yeah, there's nothing valuable in here, so maybe it was just sold in an estate or something. But I was told it was empty, and it sounded empty. Ooh, Canadian Tire money. Check that out. Alright, so that's this video. My next video is going to be us opening this door to see if this safe actually has that little metal piece to keep the magnet from working, or if my magnet just doesn't work, because I have suspicions that these Amazon magnets may not have the magnetic field required to penetrate the door and pull back that solenoid. So that's what we're going to find out today. Okay, so we learned that this safe should be susceptible to the magnet attack because it doesn't have the piece of metal on the door here to prevent that from happening. The question is, why didn't our magnet, pretty big magnet, 1,200 pound pull, why didn't our magnet work? Well, I think it's because the magnetic field is not strong enough on these cheap Amazon magnets. This is probably an N35. I think you need an N48 or an N52, something like that, in order for this to work. If we put this magnet on the door, you can hear it grab really good. This little solenoid is supposed to pull in by the magnet, and you see here that the magnet has no effect. So our magnet is not very good for this, so I have to go ahead and buy the proper magnet, and they're about $200. So if anybody wants to donate to my YouTube to help fund the magnet, I don't know how you guys do that, but somewhere there's got to be a link. So donate. So now that we have the safe opened without any damage, the question is, how do we put it back into service? Now, you may think you don't want to put it back into service because of how easy we got it open, but the truth is that it's actually a pretty good fire safe. Security-wise, not so good, but fire safe, it's pretty good. So what we want to do to find the code is we want to find the solenoid, and that's this guy right here. And if we look underneath the solenoid, you'll find a barcode. If you scan that barcode with your phone, you should be able to see the pin number for the keypad. And if you can't really scan it with your phone, take a picture of it, and there's a bunch of websites that will convert that barcode for you if you upload the picture. So we went ahead and did that, and if we see here, we got the factory pin number, and then I went ahead and set another pin number that I like. And I just noticed here that it actually has some lights on the inside, so that's pretty interesting. I like it. Not for security, but for fire, I like it.